because there are some new people here, just to introduce, as Deepti said, I do work with these things, as I am passionate about understanding gender identity, how it's connected to sexuality, because such a potent energy in us, and we don't know how to own it, we don't know how to work with it, we don't talk about it. So my intention was to create some spaces, some safe space, and thank you to Deepti Healclinic, to create a safe place where this subject can be explored, where we have like-minded people and we can talk about this subject. So I'm sure all of you, like all of us, know that there is two energies in us, like masculine, feminine. We are Ardhanareshwara, and externally we put up one frame, to operate, right? Either we want to become a male or a female, or maybe even third gender, whatever we want to identify with. And then, so that is, see, how I see it is, your identity is in your head. You are man, woman, some other gender, it's in the head. And the biological sex is what we are born with. That's the genitals that we are born with. That is biological sex. But again, from the heart, we have the orientation. Orientation means whom do we feel attracted towards. So there are bisexual, there are heterosexual, there are homosexual. So whom are we attracted to? And this entire complex thing is called gender, sexual expression, right? So sexual expression is quite a broad term, and but to again know it very easily, how I give the example of two polarities, negative and a positive. And then when we put these two polarities together, there is a pull, there is an attraction, there is an electricity that goes on. And that electricity is, you can name it as the sexual energy. So there has to be two poles for the energy to flow. And if you see, this dynamics works in everything that exists on earth. Everything is polar, everything has a gender, everything is like a positive and a negative, right? So this is a basic, I mean, we started with these kind of sessions to understand the masculine and the feminine. And today I was thinking that I will explain you how, uh, what happens when the man and the woman meets. So people take it very casually. We are not educated about it. No school gives the education. No, no place we get to read about it. Me and my sister were talking this morning. Like, the education that we got is like, we are not using it anywhere now. I hope you all believe, right? What kind of education is it? They didn't teach us how to handle our emotion. They did not teach us how to eat. They did not teach us how to be in relationship. They did not teach us about sexuality properly, about our own identity. What did they teach? What the education taught us? These basic educations were not given. But we know H2O is called water. I mean, what will you do with H2O now? Yeah. Yes, bookish knowledge, Trishna ji, exactly. Right. So what do we do with that? So, this is a very, very basic knowledge about sexuality, what happens. And in India, we have a very spiritual way of understanding this. This has been our culture, and we have lost this for whatever reason. We have lost this. It has been like, people used to come to India to learn about sexuality, to learn about these things. And now the West are using this, and India has forgotten, and we have become such a, like a suppressed, and like pressure cooker में जैसे लगा के सीटी प्रेशर हो जाता है ना, like सबका हालत ऐसा है, like pressure cooker वाला हालत हो गया. We don't know what to do about this energy, right? So I will share one perspective of what I understand about this energy, how it operates. I will share a picture. Can you give me the permission, Deepti ji? Yeah.
Yeah, you have it. You're a
Right.
co-host.
Right. So I'll show you this small presentation. What happens when a man and a woman meets? The fusion of the two energy bodies happens, right? and we share through our organs, through our aura, through our subtle centers. When two uh, a man and a woman meets, if you know, I'm sure you might have heard about the chakras, right? All the chakras of the man woman are going to meet, their auras are going to meet, their subtle energy centers are going to activate it together. So people share their frequency, their health, everything is shared. And this can be like a great um, uh, like an evolution for the man and the woman both. For example, the woman is more spiritually developed, man is not that much spiritually developed. So when these two energy they will meet, the woman will be uh, pulling the man in consciousness more. So and of course we need to be aware of this, friends. Whatever I'm talking here is with awareness. I'm talking from a perspective of the soul evolution. I am not here to talk about how to have better sex and all that. No, I'm talking from a perspective of self mastery, of how we can evolve, uh, better our life, how we can master ourselves through this energy. That is my intention of sharing this information. So, when all the seven energy centers meet, the man's energy center and the woman's energy center, they are going to meet each other, and there that's where some, the challenge can come, because for example, if the man has a very strong muladhara and the woman's muladhara is not that strong, so there can be, something would be there to be worked out. So if the woman is aware in this process, she can benefit from it. If she's unaware, she'll get triggered. Yeah, maybe she'll feel, oh, this man is too much physical. Yeah, so Dipti is saying problem is that the sex is looked at a very linear way. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's very easy, when I talk, like people take like one night stand, and they don't really think about where they are heading towards. Right. So no problem with that also, but just to be aware what we are doing, because this is going to be a learning process. If you are a person with you are a sensible person, I'm sure all of you here, you are here because you connect deeper. You just know that you are not the physical body. So you are just not the physical body, you are connecting to the other person through their aura, through their energy system, right? And it can be an opportunity or it can be like a disaster. If you are aware, if you are awake, if you have the right wisdom, you can make it an opportunity. So the woman can be aware, oh yeah, I'm a little weaker in my Muladhara, and his Muladhara is very strong, and I'm ready to receive this energy. I'm ready to grow with him, and she can lovingly take that energy, or she can work on that energy, and she can make the relationship stronger. Otherwise, if the woman is unaware, the man is unaware, there can be big fights in the relationship. The woman can say, oh, he's very harsh, he's a harsh man, and he so the toxic masculine and the feminine comes out rather than the divine masculine feminine, right? Same with other chakras, the swadhisthana, the heart chakra. So maybe the heart chakra of the woman is more bigger, more open than the man. So the man, if he is aware, he can make use of it, because it's like a union. If he is open, he can work on his chakra, he can expand his heart more, and the woman can help the man to do that. But if they are unaware, then there are fights, there are quarrel, and they trigger each other, right? So one of the exercise the couples can do is to sit with each other, facing each other, and connect to all the chakras and see where are my blocks, which chakra is stronger. You will be able to feel, is my husband's this chakra is strong, my wife's this chakra is strong. You will be aware. The more aware you have, because relationship is a tool of evolution, right? You can learn by sharing this. You can learn how you can strengthen yourself, you can have self mastery, through this beautiful relationship that you share, right? And some people say you share karma. You can't share karma, but you trigger karma, right? You can't share karma. No, you can't share my karma to somebody else. Karma cannot be transferred. But what happens is, if in some issues that we are holding, samskaras that are there, that can be triggered because you're sharing the most intimate. You're sharing your life force with another person. You're sharing your kundalini energy. You're sharing your prana, your life force with another person, right? So I'm not sure if this information had made sense with you. It may trigger some people, and it may bring more awareness to some people, right? And they can be more aware in their relationship, what's happening in my relationship, and where am I in my journey, uh, in my relationship with my partner, or even if I am alone, I don't have a partner, where are my, which chakras are I need to work, right? Because when we go into the partnership relation, it doubles. That is the reason in the relationship the pain gets doubled if you are not aware, right? So this is what I wanted to share, and if you have questions, you can ask me. Is if this is clear, or you need any other thing related to this, you can ask. Yes, yes,
Can
ma'am.
I ask?
Yes, yes,
Okay. What I felt is like nowadays more of a masculine energy is expected uh, from
yeah,
the feminine, from the females
yes,
because of the situations. So even I am such one person because I was to a particular period of time I was more in my masculine doing person.
yes,
So when the situations demanded more,
yes,
how can we balance it? How can we balance feminine
yes,
and masculine?
right. So how we can balance is like, I was talking in the earlier session also. Meditation is a very good way. If you're a regular meditator, you will know how to balance this energy, flip this energy. Because where is this masculine energy? Yes, of course, the society has gone more masculine. They don't appreciate feminine energy. So even the feminine has to act like a masculine to be a part of the society. But okay, maybe you are in a job, maybe you are a, you go to a uh, like a masculine job, right? Some masculine job that you do, that requires your masculine energy, but at that point of time. But when you are at home, when you are yourself, you can slip into that feminine energy and embrace that. And one of the way is definitely, if you're a regular meditator, then you will be able to become aware. So awareness is the first thing. Now if you're aware that you have been more of a masculine energy, that's enough. That you are aware, your transformation has already started. There's somewhere deep inside you want the feminine to come out, and it has all, the process has already started, right? So awareness is very important. That's the first thing. And if we are meditators, if we meditate continuously, we start becoming aware, and we can very well balance this energy. Okay, if I'm too much in the feminine, okay, I now need a masculine energy. So what do I do, right? So it could be like going for a jog, or I don't know, playing some games, or solving some puzzles. And that's the masculine energy, isn't it? And if I need a feminine energy, I can go and maybe I'll cook, or I'll pamper my body. I'll sit and meditate and nurture myself. So always the disbalance happens because we are in one energy a little bit more. And it can also, like the example I was showing, it can create a problem in the couple also if they are not aware. Because the woman may expect a masculine energy from the man, but it may flip. Maybe the woman is on very much on the masculine, and the man gets too much in his feminine, and there's a disbalance. So everything starts with awareness. Thank you. Any other questions?
So tell me, Aditya, when you were talking about in a couple, for us to be aware, one step is to be aware of what state we are in and from which chakra we are operating. How do we become aware of the other person, the partner, that from what level is the partner operating from?
Yeah, so for that I was talking about that meditation. Na? You have to sit opposite to the partner and see if many people say my partner is not ready. Of course, if it's not ready, you can pull the partner and make him sit or her sit and do the exercises. But if your partner is open, you can do the chakra meditation. You can imagine one person can guide and you can connect the chakras. Okay, now the muladhara, feel the muladhara, both will feel. Okay, you feel okay, this is her is stronger, her whatever you feel. Sometimes you can get a vision, or maybe you are feeling that it's a strong mass, like a muladhara energy there. The strong muladhara energy is very weak, so and you guide, and after the meditation you can ask, so you can tell, yeah, your muladhara is very strong, I felt. And he'll say, yes, I know my muladhara is strong, but I have a low heart, my heart energy is very low, but yours heart is very strong. So you'll find what is the uh, you know quality of, because every couple will have that thing. And then how do I learn? So okay, I can learn about the heart from you. Yeah, you are more of a heart, you are more of a nurturer, but yes, you are strong in muladhara, so you are taking decisions and you are doing all this, so there can be a beautiful balance in the couple also, that even the work wise, you take care of the house. Actually we do it also, but it's a more aware process when you are doing these kind of
Right,
meditation.
right. So to create a balance, it is not necessary that both the partners should have both the same chakras active. It is
Okay,
preferable that it is different.
you can't have, there would be a chakra disbalance.
Disbalance.
Yeah, it would be there. And through meditation, through spiritual practices, we are aligning all the chakras. So if both the partner can meditate together, so beautiful, such a deep bond can be created if both the partners are meditating every day together, either chakra meditation or even anapanasati, but they are meditating, right? And even the scriptures say, if before the love making act, if you meditate, it's so good, you get into more deeper states of your experience, and it can be such a spiritual act that way. Krishna ji is asking, please elaborate on the triggering of karma. That is very intriguing. Intriguing, yes. Yeah. So karma is like, if one of the partner has very helpless kind of issues carrying from the past lives, she's very insecure, she feels helpless, and the man has a very strong muladhara and he is very confident. So when they meet in the sexual union, she will get more into her insecurities rather than making use of the situation of saying, okay, I have a partner whose muladhara is strong and I can learn from him. I can allow this energy, even allow this energy in a sexual act. We close down, even all the energy centers are not open, we are closed. Oh, muladhara closed, I am not allowing muladhara, so where will the sexual energy flow? Swadhisthana closed, manipura may be open, but you see, this is the imbalance. So am I accepting the partner as he or she is? Only when we accept them as they are, then only the energy also flows. And then who knows, later in time, with that acceptance, the balance beautifully comes, and they can both empower each other, right? So karma can be triggered. Karma means, now the woman might have a karma where she had been feeling helpless. This is just an example I'm giving, right? She can feel helpless and not very confident. But now, when she is married to with this very strong presence of this masculine who has a very strong muladhara, now she gets triggered in a sexual act. So that means the samskara is getting triggered. Now, if she is aware, she'll take it positively. Oh, I am. It's not his fault. It's good that he is strong in muladhara, but I have to work on my muladhara, and I allow this energy. I accept him the way. When you go into accept him the way he is, you're strengthening the Muladhara. So if the woman can accept the male masculine Muladhara energy, say, okay, I welcome it. I'm open. At least and I can try. And the woman gets benefited. Her Muladhara also starts getting stronger. Right? And communication is so important in this relationship. So you can talk it out, speak it out. Where are you getting blocked? Where do you feel the block? Where do you feel the connection is not getting intimate? Where do you feel restrictions? So more we can communicate in a way, in whatever way. We have our own ways to do that. The more we can strengthen the bond, the more we can have strong chakras. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna ji, for the question. Yeah, thank you, Krishna ji. Nice to have you also. Wonderful.
I think that was very beautifully explained because, as you said, nobody ever teaches us in terms of how to look at, you बस यही होता है कि अच्छा 18-19 साल की हो गई अब शादी कर लो. Nobody really explains what a marriage involves, what is involved afterwards, especially with respect to sex and with
It's
respect
such a
to.
like a blind shot, right? Like सब कर रहे हैं तो हमको भी करना है. Like क्या कर रहे हैं? कहाँ जाना है? Like why you need to do it? Nobody questions, right? So it's like an impulse. It's just a blind, unconscious impulse that everybody is getting married, so I have to get married. Right? Marriage is beautiful. I'm not against marriage. It's so beautiful, but we need to be educated. Uh, I'm sure there's some education, or maybe deconditioning is required. Not education, but deconditioning is required. And when you can just be yourself in your own being, you're a beautiful being, and get to another being. What is there to learn? Pure energies, and you can just enjoy each other's company, and you're celebrating each other. It's not that one person is grabbing the energy from the other person. You give me this, I'll give you that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, very true. I think that celebration never happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't look at the union of a man and woman as celebration. वो celebration सब शादी में खत्म हो जाती है. शादी के function खत्म, celebration खत्म.
Yes. Yeah. Or maybe
So true.
honeymoon period is very, very soon over. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the reason is also we are not allowed to explore our sexuality.
Yeah.
Right? It is so suppressed. Now, अगर आप एक chair खरीदते हैं, you will go and sit in 10 chairs. But then, when you get married, okay, this is the person I'm getting married, and throughout the life with this person. Now, you don't check that is this something. Do I feel a spark with this person? Do I really have like a spiritual purpose with this person? Will this person strengthen my girl? And that's the reason. That's the happening to the entire world. Is marriage is. I think that system is breaking up. People I talk to all the youngsters these days. Everybody is like most of the youngsters they are so scared of marriage. Nobody talks about marriage nowadays. They're so they've seen the complexity of marriage so much.
The expectations from the society is also much creating much pressure on the couples.
Yes, exactly.
True. Anybody has any questions or anything to ask? This has been such like a different conversation, Aditya, that everybody's like, wow, okay, this is possible.
It's possible, and we can at least if we don't have partner, even if you have partner, if the partner is not ready, most of the time people tell me partner is not ready. You we need to work on our vibration. Let us clear our chakras. Let us be aware of where we stand, and that is enough. And it will bring the other person will come in tune. It's like a tuning fork, right? If the other person doesn't comes, then who knows? Sometimes one teacher said to me, sometimes divorce is like a wow experience. Who knows? We can be open to anything. Why not? See, I don't understand because tomorrow we are going to leave our bodies and we'll all die. So why are we so scared about? we want to catch up to relationship. It has to work, and I'm not advocating divorce. I'm not definitely not doing it. But yes, we can do our part. We can do our 100%. Give our best. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Works great.
I think that's the reason why, at least here, like I've come across a lot of couples, once the kids grow up, they start leading separate lives. Because
Yes.
I think वो एक होता है ना कि societal responsibilities over बच्चों को बड़ा कर लिया, now the kids have gone out.
I was
So
reading this term somewhere. Friends with responsibilities. Nowadays couples are friends with responsibilities. Yeah. Okay. Now, sometime हो गया शादी कर दी. अब क्या करें? अब तो बच्चे हैं. चलो बड़ा करते हैं इसको.
So yeah, no, I love that friends with benefits, say friends with responsibility over. But now because at this age you can't really separate, so let's live our separate lives. I've come across so many couples like this. In fact, I coach also. So last year, I had someone who had approached me for coaching because the issue was in lockdown she couldn't connect with her boyfriend. And the same thing, she's married with two kids. Kids have gone out, but because of lockdown, the whole family is there. So even the boyfriend's family is there. The husband also has a girlfriend. So that kind of a situation. So she was having anxiety attacks because now she cannot, she's back with her husband in the house 24 by 7. So these things are very common these days. And I think
There are
this is
so
the
many
reason.
stages, yeah, Deepti ji, sorry to interrupt. There are so many stages in sexual development also. Like the child as even as an adult, we go through all the phases from autosexual, even homosexual is a part, bisexual, homosexual, and have we ever been even allowed? I mean, even we were not allowed to even listen to these terms, right? But that's the natural flow. If a child is left, he'll explore. He'll explore.
I
And
love the smile on Vani's face. That whole look on Vani's face is like,
and through the exploration, they will go, what is there? Then possibly they will come into a time that they want to get into an intimate relationship. They want to be with. So monogamy doesn't have to be forced. It happens when you have known a lot about yourself, a man and a woman. It happens. Then you don't have to be forced to a marriage and you stay there. It just happens. And that way, if you can be led, it will take you into sannyas. It will take you into enlightenment very naturally. So you step into sexuality with awareness, and when you leave it with a smile, and it's just gone one day. But how many of us have been allowed? But just the awareness of it is so important, at least to be aware of where we are. And
Can I share something?
yes, Vani.
Um, like Aditya ji said, I don't know. I had been in same-sex relations so many times when I was a kid, and I held a lot of guilt in me that now I'm suffering from tuberculosis. So I couldn't leave that guilt from me. It was just there with me all the time. I was just holding myself back because only I and my partner knew that we had this relation. And she had moved on with her life, but I was unable to leave myself from that situation. So I think Naina knows me better because I had shared this with her. So I was allowed to explore that without my parents' knowledge, but I hold a lot of guilt in me. So will that affect my future? I am not married yet, so future relations or anything. That's my greatest fear that I hold now.
It is so natural. I hold some of the men's circle. I am a part of. I'm doing a men's circle, and there are so many men come, and there is so many sharing there. But I'm sharing it with women just in case it benefits. So I raise this question, and you see, 90% because men, they're okay talking about sexuality, and when it's a men's circle, they just talk like that. And 90% they said they have been homosexual, and they have explored this part. See, what is homosexual? That means you are seeing your own body in another. That's the reflection, and you want to embrace it. And if that's not allowed, maybe it will come later in the life, happening to so many people. Nothing wrong there also. Just we have to have compassion about people who are homosexual. They didn't live it. They want to live it now. It's fine. Homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, right? So, if I talk in the society, all these people like me, they will be thrown out of the society. But that's the truth. That's your life force. You can't tame this wild energy. When you tame it, people suffer. Why is the depression there? Why is the disease there? We have suppressed this energy. You release this energy, and all will fall in place. All will be aligned. So just the knowledge of it. We don't have to go and search for experience. Okay, now I have to be homosexual because Aditya said no, nothing like that. But just to be aware. Okay, that's beautiful. So let me go for if you're a woman, you can go for a women workshop, or go for a women gathering. Or you're a man, you can go for a trekking with men. Have company of men. Have company of women. It's required. Women requires women. Men requires men. Autosexual you can become. Who is stopping you to touch yourself? Start exploring yourself, touching yourself. Know your sexuality, and you will see where it takes you. Right, so this is this is what I do day and night, talking to people. Even before this session somebody called me, and she was so frustrated that after marriage she has a very good husband, and she says he's a friend, but she's so scared of sex. For 2 years, maybe one or twice she had sex. Now she's pregnant, and she was pregnant. Now she has a baby. She's not able to manage the baby. Now she has housework, and his husband is also going far away because the relationship is not working. Such a, you know, she's so lost. Right? Why? Because the husband is not educated about sacred sexuality. So he approaches in a way she doesn't like. It hurts her. Right? And she's not able to share that pain with anyone. So I was just talking to her, and now conditions go more worse. Now she has a child, she has work, घर का काम है, बच्चा है. Now husband is running away, relation not working, she's feeling depressed. So all this thing together, so much happens, and so much under the carpet, friends. Only when I speak to people one on one, and they open, and I appreciate people opening up to me. They give me a place where I can be of some help. So they open up all these things, and I understand how much this is suppressed in people. And so that was my intention, to bring this up and share this with others. Yes.
I think this has helped all of us, the 6 women who are here, Aditya, in some way or the other, in our own ways. Definitely.
Yes, it was really beautiful. Really beautiful.
So thank you to everybody for attending this. Not an easy topic to listen to, but in case anybody wants, Aditya takes one-to-one sessions also, whether it is about intimacy, whether it is about sexual relationships, it is about gender identification, or if you're looking for workshops. I mean, if people are actually interested in doing deeper work in this, like 2-day, 3-day workshops, we can figure out that also. So let us know if that is something that you would be interested in, because this is something that we would like to take to more and more people, for more and more people to understand and have better relationships. Because at least personally, how I look at it is, the more better relationship is there between man and woman, and we coexist instead of fighting, better the society is overall that we live. I think all of our relations are built. So I think we can start as individuals to look at ourselves and work on how we are operating in our lives in terms of our sexuality and sexuality with our partners.
And this is such like a shadow work. It's like such a deeper part. It's kind of a shadow work, and people, if they understand, they will work. My intention is to spread the awareness, to understand how important it is. And I'm sure, like, many people are suffering, and even they can't speak about it. They can't speak. Thank you so much.